My name is Ty Unique Nelson. I am 22 years old, and my pronouns are they, them, and theirs.
Hi, my name is Cameron Noel. I am 21 years old, and my pronouns are he, him, his.
My high school did provide sex ed, and I can remember that I had a gym teacher as my sex ed teacher. I had my art teacher for a couple years, and I've even had a history teacher, and my tech teacher as well.
In high school, we did have sex ed, and it was actually very, very informative. And sex ed was taken during health class and PE with our health teacher, and she was very open and very, I would say, unafraid to say the tough questions. And she encouraged us not to shy away from the topic, even if we were embarrassed or shy.
But I've never had a certified sexual health educator be my sex ed teacher. You know, we talked about condoms, we talked about abstinence, but I do not recall a lot of information about Depo, how queer people should be affirmed in their sex lives, or even how queer people could, possibly transmit STDs and STIs to each other.
As far as LGBTQ individuals, I don't really remember any LGBTQ within the sex ed. However, my school was very progressive, so it is possible, but I just cannot remember at this moment. But I believe that HIV prevention is very important because the stigma around it and the shame around it causes people to be very, very embarrassed about it. And that just leads to more harm and more people not taking care of themselves and leads to a lot of preventable deaths. So that's why I think HIV prevention is important to me.
Approached HIV prevention by first thinking that scare tactics and abstinence were the way to stop and prevent HIV, but now that I've grown in my knowledge, that I have listened to communities and the things that they say that they need, I understand that providing comprehensive, inclusive, affirming sex education is the best way to prevent HIV in our community.